Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic Magic the Gathering Dinosaur Action Arena Explorer Best of 3, as it usually is, but of course I do play Brawl a little bit here or there. Looks like the connection started a bit. It looks okay. Hopefully everything, Five Ways, how's it going? Hopefully everything stays good. I did update my graphics card and it did crash probably about a month ago, I want to say. Cut right out. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Everything seems smooth and I restarted my computer. But yes, tonight is round 2 with Tribute to the World Tree. If you didn't see it, go to the card that's going to pop up right there if you're watching later on. Oh, excuse me. Updated today too. Okay, it's the day for updates. Sometimes it seems like it's multiple days in a row. Your computer updates, and then the graphics card, and then the program that you use to stream, or whatever it is. Yeah. I definitely did. We didn't see Tribute to the World Tree too much, pun intended. So hopefully tonight is a change. We'll see how the control goes. Maybe it is a lot of aggro, lots of little creatures that could give us some trouble, but things have switched up a touch, a little bit. Tonight, I felt comfortable starting off with Ancient Imperiosaur. Again, this can come down early, it can be big. I'm going to hope we don't face too much control that is going to hurt this thing, because the Ward 2 is not a whole lot to pay. If the game has gone on any reasonable amount of time, they're going to be able to pay an extra 2 to remove it, but we'll see. We'll hope for the best. But of course, if Ancient Imperiosaur is in, I have moved Carnage Tyrant to the sideboard. Still keeping with Carnage Tyrants and Tyrranax Rexes. However, there is some changes to help against something specific. Lotus Field. Also, Shadow Spear just in general is going to be a fantastic equipment. The paying 1, permanence your opponent's control, lose hexproof and indestructible. So I've tried this once or twice before as a potential way to help out in that matchup. But we pay 1, we make Lotus Field lose hexproof, and then we destroy it with Boseiju, who endures, or Field of Ruin, either one of those things. Hopefully we can destroy the Lotus Field before they get Thespian Stage. Thespian Stage, you pay 2 and you tap it, and then it becomes a copy of target land. Of course they always copy Lotus Field, which is rough, so let's try and get the Lotus Field gone, maybe before Thespian Stage. Maybe I don't even face Lotus Field, we'll see. Exactly, it is nice. Of course, Shadow Spear is fantastic on Marauding. If Marauding has lifelink, that 2 damage pings, we gain 2 life each time Marauding Raptor damages one of our own creatures, plus, of course, whenever it connects. So Shadow Spear, given the lifelink, plus the trample, 1 copy can't be bad. It's not like it's super narrow just against Lotus Field. Good in general. Going to be very nice. Possibly gaining a ton of life, which with Ancient Imperiosaur. Maybe it's a 20-20, 22, a 30-30. It wouldn't be a 30-30. It could be 15-15 if we attach Shadow Spear to it. But Xenagos, doubling Tyrranax Rex, Ancient Imperiosaur, something big, gaining a bunch of life. Hopefully we're going to get a bunch of wins. But I definitely am worried about Lotus Field to some degree, and that's why. Surprise, Cleansing Wildfire. I mean, it could be pretty useful against a wide variety of decks. 3 color stuff, 5 color Fires of Invention. Of course, taking out a Triome land, which is 3 types. Excuse me. 3 types. Then they only get a basic land, and they may not have too many basics in that deck. I don't think they run too much. You got hit with the worm combo, yes. It's very painful stuff. Worldspine worm, 15-15. Xenagos doubles it. 30-30 trample. No, that's nothing. I hit a goblin player 5 ways. You will like this. Ancient Imperious Sword came down as a 16 with a whole bunch of counters because I had a whole bunch of creatures. Xenagos doubled that, so it was bigger than the Worldspine worm in. A 32-32 trample haste is pretty decent. That was lights out, that single creature. Oh man, it was fantastic. But yes, that we'll see. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But I'm definitely feeling like Lotus Field. That might be a little bit more common. So Cleansing Wildfire. We'll see. We'll destroy lands. We'll destroy the Thespian stage potentially before it copies Lotus Field. They might use up some mana. They might not have enough to copy Lotus Field. They might have played Thespian stage before Lotus Field, just how the draws go. So it would be nice to take that out and stop their ramp potentially, or use this to destroy Lotus Field with Shadow Spear when it removes that hexproof. Seems fairly legitimate. And like I say, it's not like it's so completely narrow that you couldn't use these things against various other decks. Back to nature though, that of course is quite narrow. Yeah, well, when you can make something bigger than a Worldspine worm, that's pretty decent, I must say. And you would always hit them for 32 each turn. Of course, it probably only takes one turn, but the opponent knows it's all over. Xenagos is going to keep doubling whatever is the biggest thing, which is pretty sweet. It's kind of like Xenagos is a super duper equipment that is sometimes also a creature. Pretty sweet. You know, if you're doing the thing with the creature, you're attacking each turn with your biggest thing. There you go. I think that's pretty good. Hopefully he shows up a little bit. I did remove a single copy just to make space for Field of Ruin. I think, how many? 23? 22 lands still. Shadow Spear, that's where I made the space for. It's getting pretty tight, I must say. But speaking of the lands, you can see I trimmed Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. That's not going to mess us up. So the only thing, hopefully, that will do us in is Field of Ruin as a colorless source. That was not fun. Multiple times last night, Nykthos early on, it was a colorless source. I didn't have 3 green for Tribute to the World Tree, 2 green for Topiary Stomper, which is very, very rough indeed. And 2 sheltered tickets. Just to up the sources of red, we've got 6, 10, 11. 11 still might be a little bit too low. Beseiju, of course, we could trim that, make it a mountain. Maybe keep it a forest, we'll see. Trim some forests, although I wouldn't want to go below 5. I trimmed 1 forest just because I wanted to Beseiju to maybe help out against Lotus Field and a wide variety of other stuff. But 5 basic lands, sometimes we could get caught out not having any basic to grab with Topiary Stomper. We've drawn a couple forests, played a couple Topiaries, and then we play a future one, and there's nothing left over. So I definitely think at least 6, if you have a play set of something that is grabbing a single basic land. Oh, 100% more reliable. Of course, Field of Ruin also grabs a basic, so I have to keep that in mind. A 5th thing, we may run into some instances where there's no basics to grab. Up the sources of red, you don't want too many mono red sources, of course, because you're using this and Topiary Stomper fully reduced, you can only spend green. Also with shifting as well. Something to keep in mind. But yeah, Back to Nature are still in. Take out enchantments, give yourself a fighting chance as always against 5 color Fires of Invention. Alpine Moon still in. Help against Nykthos, Lotus Field. We're going to bring the pain quite a bit. We'll bring Alpine Moon in, the other Shadow Spear, just to see it a little bit more often, to take that hexproof off of Lotus Field, and 2 more Field of Ruins, because I want to hurt Lotus Field potentially. I just want to mostly try it out. Should be good. It's going to be a good time either way. We've got all the classic, fantastic dinos that I know and love. Whew. It's going to be a fun one. Smoking them. And Speaking of some new stuff, additions. Well. I have prepared 2 clips, 2 little tidbits when I did my voiceover work last night. 5 ways you saw it, maybe some of you other guys. But if you haven't subscribed already, well, and let me know if this is a little bit too loud.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for fantastic, calm dino action.
I probably could do that live, but it didn't take me that many takes to get it done. But that's definitely going to help, because sometimes I just forget to, ask. I don't ask too much. I just want the best people to join. If you're like, ooh, I really like this, I'm going to subscribe. I think that feels the best. It gets kind of old if you always say it at the beginning or somewhere. Just sprinkle it in naturally whenever it feels right to do so. Well, you like that. Of course, this is probably my favorite variation, and I've got something lined up right after it.
I am the one who died.
Oh man, combining 2 things right there. I just like the look. Ooh. Hopefully I remember to use it if we get into some good situations where it makes sense to do so. Now you never know. It could be all Rakdos, no Lotus Field, perhaps because I've brought in hate mainly for Lotus Field. The algorithm is going to see that. They're going to be like, no, we can't send Lotus Field against this variation of dinos. That would not be, that would be bad, painful, cruel and unusual punishment, perhaps. Merfolk again. I would not expect to see Simic Merfolk. You never know. With exhumed cadaver, definitely something black related. Rakdos Knight, 4 Rakdos in a row. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. This, of course, is not a very good hand at all. Maybe, perhaps I would risk it if I was on the draw. 2 chances to get the second land for this. Huntmaster reducing Topiary Stomper to 2 green, which I could play with the 2 lands. Oh my goodness. We're starting off painful. Of course, 22 lands. You would hope to at least always see 2 in every variation. Technically, math-wise, you should. Sometimes you should see 3, and of course, sometimes you will see none as it goes. Hey, as it goes with the game. Well. We're going to be sending the most expensive stuff to the bottom. We'll save Beseiju, just in case, we gotta use it at some point later on. Merfolk was good. Mono white humans, maybe. But hey, there you go. We mulliganed a bit. We still got a 2-drop, which is pretty reasonable to see. There's 8 2-drop, so well, we saw it. It did not last long. Azorius Control, Azorius Lotus Field. Perhaps that's what it is. Oh boy. I'm going to have to hope they don't have Spell Pierce for 1 to counter this. Phew. Hopefully it's just regular Azorius Control. We're down 1 Beseiju, so we only have Field of Ruin. March, okay, wow. They exiled 2 things with March of Otherworldly Light to get it to 4. So they could exile something 4 or less. I'll take it. Of course, it is going to be an uphill battle either way. Mulliganing twice. Hopefully Huntmaster survives, but I have a sneaky suspicion it will not. Not really sure why they would destroy Beseiju. It makes 0 sense whatsoever. Karplusan Forest is a dual land. It gives me a red or a green, so they just didn't like seeing it. It was already on the battlefield, so it's not like it was going to be bringing them any pain. Maybe they were just worried, potentially. We'll hit them for 1 and hope they don't Wandering Emperor the Huntmaster. It does seem to be regular Azorius Control, so it should go pretty good in general. Of course, would have been nice to start off with Carnage Tyrant, I must say. Oh, we got him to 18. You better watch out. You better not cry. I'm going to prepare that clip. Oh, man. Painful. Nasty. Nope, that's not happening. Maybe I would have just drawn something for 4 later on. Anyways, Ancient Imperiosaur, trim that completely. 3 Carnage Tyrants, love it. Again, it does seem to be not Lotus Field. Maybe we just didn't see it, but I see the portable holes, the other regular Azorius stuff. So I'm going to say it's regular Azorius Control. Tribute to the World Tree, trim it, Cleansing Wildfire. Not like that's going to do a whole lot. Alpine Moon could shut down Hall of the Storm Giants, which is very nice not having to worry about a 7/7. But we see the portable holes already, which exiles a non-land permanent. So portable hole could exile my own Alpine Moon. Teferi could bounce it. Now we'll keep that out. Yeah. Another Field of Ruin. We're going to go up to 23 lands, and it's been a long time, I must say. I don't remember the last time I went to 23. Months ago, maybe. Something like that. Ugh. Nasty once again. We'll keep going until we get 2. It took us a bit, but hey, we made it. We're there. We got something. Of course, Shout for a Ticket. Always nice to see that as the first land, because I don't have a turn 1 play. Usually. It is nice that Shadow Spear potentially could happen. Oh, my goodness. We should just port this entire match and be done with it, potentially. Hey, that's okay. That's how she goes. We'll play it safe. We'll get the Topiary Stomper. We'll get ahead by 1 forever. That's where it's at. Will I need maybe 2 sources of red? Never mind. I forgot. I trimmed the mountain. Oof. I should remember my own changes. Oh. So they chose to not counter Topiary Stomper. That is perfectly fine by me. Now, do they still have another counter? Maybe they have 2 sensors. They cycled it to make it seem like, ooh, they don't have any others. Of course, they would not be able to counter Marauding if they did have a sensor. So we're gonna try for this. Okay. So whatever we were going to play was going to get answered. So it's nice. We drew out an Ether Gust on Marauding Raptor. That means maybe this is safe. This is not safe. Okay. Now I'll just keep countering it, I guess. They're not playing anything. They haven't played Teferi yet, which is quite nice indeed, I must say. Oh, they foretold us, saw it coming, perhaps. Now we're going to see. I'd rather them burn it on Marauding than Regisaur Alpha, which I couldn't have played Regisaur Alpha anyways. Interesting. Castle Garenbrig, not a problem again. Like last night, Castle Garenbrig was destroyed, but I have 4 copies. They're going to get rid of it, if at all possible. So, nice to have some backups, potentially. Degenerate Mill decks in Brawl. Oh. I love mill decks, I must say. It certainly is tempting. We're going to try to take out Topiary as best we can. They can't counter it. They may not be able to target it. Hopefully they don't have another Ether Gust. Phew. Cross your fingers they don't have any mono white removal. Being able to take out shifting, sadly. There's a very good chance of that, certainly. It would be nice to hit him for 4 as well, but... oh, phew! Oh, we got it. We bought ourselves some time. Maybe they're going to sweep us with Doomscar coming up here. Doomscar being the card they foretold. Oh, so it is saw it coming. They've got a counterspell. We'll get it burnt on Regisaur Alpha. Oh, I did not see that coming. My goodness. They may have burnt it on Marauding. Play the Wandering Emperor to get rid of shifting. Maybe. Maybe not. Interesting. They have no Wandering Emperor. They don't have Settle the Wreckage. Settle the Wreckage is not too common. Exiling each creature that's attacking. Oh, okay. This is... it's certainly getting interesting. Let's see what they do with this. See if they now have you-know-who. We'll draw out the Wandering Emperor potentially. I just want to see it. Okay. Well, that actually does help us quite a bit. We get the other 2 forests, so this is a painful scenario. If we see any other Topiary Stompers, we got no basics. So you see already, I mentioned, 5 basic lands may not be enough. Now the question becomes, what might they have in their hand? They may only be aiming to go with Memory Deluge for 7, which would mostly tap them out. It would leave them with 2. I'm going to try for Shadow Spear because I think they may stop that if they can stop it. That is a nasty thing. Okay, well, that's alright. Well, I think they'd counter Xenagos before Regisaur. They might let Regisaur happen, but Xenagos is scarier. Scarier than Regisaur Alpha, I must say. And they still have that 7 for Memory Deluge, so we might get to connect with Marauding, I hope. Good. We're not dead yet. We at least have that 5 mana, all thanks to Settle the Wreckage, so we can cast Tyrranax Rex. Not quite. Well, we could cast Tyrranax Rex if we draw it, and Marauding Raptor is still sticking around. Mill is always fun, always fun. Azorius, not so much. Maybe the next match is going to go a little bit smoother with those starting hands. Oh, they're going to get rid of Shadow Spear, I think. Interesting. Okay, we'll try for something. I like it. Now the question becomes, would they do something to Topiary Stomper? Potentially. Well, we'll try and make him bigger with some lifelink. He has vigilance, and they're maybe waiting for me to attach something to him. I'm just sending everything to Teferi, because... okay, interesting. Yeah, Topiary Stomper has vigilance. You can't exile that, buddy. Do the token. Teferi still dies. Oh, surprise. You thought he was going to tap. Gotcha. Okay. Well, he's not dead, but we did gain a bunch of life. Not that we really need to, but we made the thing have trample. We hurt Teferi a little bit, and hopefully we don't lose everything. We can play any big scary dino, anything at this point, so hopefully it's T-Rex. And not a land. If it is a land, I'll probably pack it in at this point. I imagine we're definitely done for. Well, okay. It's not Carnage Tyrant. It's not T-Rex. Again, we are a third. 40 cards left. A third of the way through. Have not seen a single Carnage Tyrant or T-Rex. Similar scenarios as last night. This kind of turn of events happened as well. They got something. Tuara, Soaring City certainly is pretty good. Pretty good. I don't imagine we're busting through this. We'll wait. Actually, we'll wait a second. We'll see what we get maybe with the next turn. Hasty Carnage Tyrant could be nice. Perhaps. Tyrranax Rex is going to save us. Oh, they're scared of Regisaur Alpha. Getting a little bit bigger with Trample. Getting through some damage. Let's just hope they don't have anything too nasty. Too nasty in hand. Nah. Yeah, it is just, again, sad. Really would have expected Carnage Tyrant or T-Rex a little bit sooner than that. Man, can't win them all. Again, you see why I like to use not just Carnage Tyrant, not just Tyrranax Rex. Many times, often enough, at least for me, I don't see one of them. If I had just the playset, I don't think it would be enough. Junior, how's it going? Yes, I have faith in the dinos. I certainly hope I have faith in the dinos if I've been playing them this much, but nice to see you around, see you in the chat. Believe it. Oh, who says that? What is that anime from? Naruto. Naruto says that. And it is true. And this is truly a good hand. A bunch of lands, stuff for 3. Yeah. I'm glad I remembered that reference. Other people probably say it, but man, Naruto. I find it kind of fun just to butcher the name. It's kind of amusing. Yeah, it looks like maybe Indomitable Creativity, Worldspine Worm, and Xenagos combo. Let's hope that's not the case. I actually feel like tribute to the World Tree. Whatever we play is probably going to get countered. I'd rather it get burnt on this. Okay, it doesn't. Wow. This is nice. I would say maybe you jinxed it 5 ways talking about that Worldspine combo, but I don't think that's the case. You know, it is pretty common. There's the counter spell. Make disappear. They didn't counter this either. What is going on? If they had a counter spell, they would have done that. If they had Red Domri, because it makes other stuff not be able to be countered. Oh. Well, they aren't going to get their stuff yet. Maybe respond to Huntmaster. Take it out for 2. Okay. Or 3. Before the counters get on, it would have survived that 3 damage, getting to 4 toughness. But of course, this could just be devastating it. Okay. We're not dead yet. I feel they may have that combo coming in hot. We will go double Topiary Stomper though. I think that is going to be quite fantastic indeed. We can do Castle Garenbrig's ability. This is probably our best bet. Total of 6. Topiary for 3, Topiary for 3, and hope they don't have a counter spell. Okay. I certainly do like a card, so finally we're getting to that card draw from Tribute to the World Tree. Marauding Raptor next turn would be nice. Even if they counter this, we've got Tyrranax Rex, but of course, We could just be dead. So let's hope you know what is not in hand, at least for another turn. Yeah, they don't have to be too worried. We could make Ancient Imperiosaur so big that maybe it's going to help us survive. Oh, concede button ready. Hey, it was quick. It was quick. That's okay. Wasn't really a good game, but they did their thing. Okay. Don't really have a whole lot against this tonight. Ancient Imperiosaur, we're going to be trimming that. Carnage Tyrant it is. Well, that's how she goes. All right. You can't beat everything. You can't have something for everything, because then you're going to do nothing. Nothing good against anything. You could have some silver bullets, I guess. Might we get something for 2? No, I want... Okay, that's worse. 2 of the 4 Castle Gairn breaks. Rough. It does happen from time to time, of course. Oh, that's also not so great. Oof. Well, let's hope we get a source of red. Although we keep confirming that the 11, 12-ish sources of red are maybe not enough. Field of Ruin likely would have been... Oh, Sheltered Thicket. Why couldn't have that been first? Nuts. I guess I could have expected with this opponent, their name being creative, that's going to be Indomitable Creativity, sadly. But of course, Marauding and Topiary Stomper seems quite fantastic. We've got a bunch of lands, doing a bunch of stuff. Hopefully Marauding does not die to Fiery Impulse. It can't at the moment. They only have one thing, one instant or sorcery in the graveyard. Well, they will get some with this. So I imagine Fiery Impulse, take out Marauding. We won't be able to take out that Goblin token because Topiary Stomper can't block. That's too bad. Interesting. Oh. Okay. So they don't have Fiery Impulse. They don't have anything that would take out the Goblin. They could just kill us next turn. They probably didn't need to attack with anything, but... Oh, this is even better. My goodness. Yes, please. The only things we have need green, so Topiary Stomper, love it. Of course, they aren't going to counter anything because they're probably going to do their thing next turn. So we get to do a nice little bit of aggression and see if we die. Hope we don't die. Okay, that's pretty good. You have to have a total of 5 mana. 3 for the red, 2 for the 2 targets, and then 2 other things they can... Oh, okay, they got it. They got it. It was a quick match. Hey, you always got to look at the silver lining. There's some stuff, and there has been some stuff I've used against this deck specifically in the past. We can look at that, certainly. Maybe I'd want to do that instead. Perhaps creativity will be a little bit more common, but of course you can face anything at any time. Maybe Lotus Field is more common. Maybe I don't face Lotus Field for days, for a week. That certainly is quite reasonable, but how could you deal with that deck? There are a few fantastic choices. A braid? No, that's not it. A braid, not the R. A braid, of course, can be lovely stuff. Oh, 3 damage to a creature. You take out the Goblin, Reflection of Kiki Jiki if one of those 2 targets is a creature. But you also destroy an artifact if, well, usually a target is an artifact. As we saw there, clues, treasures, as long as you take out one of those 2 things, they're not doing much of anything. That's going to stop them right there, basically. Or at least it should buy you time. You could have something that destroys multiple artifacts. Usually it seems that they're targeting some token, a treasure token, a clue, a blood token, maybe, potentially, but sometimes creatures. So you could do a braid. However, I think there's something even better, maybe something that you can pop at any time at instant speed. It's a little bit wacky, I know. Ratchet Bomb. 2, you play it. You can tap to put a charge counter on it, so you put 1 on each turn. When you tap and sacrifice it, you destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on it. But if you never put a charge counter on it, you just simply pop it. In response to Indomitable creativity, while it's on the stack, while those things are targeted, the 2 tokens have a mana value of 0. So you pop this, no charge counters, you destroy both of those targets. They're not getting anything. And of course, Ratchet Bomb could be reasonable, maybe against mono red, lots of stuff for 1. Mono white humans, Ratchet Bomb is not a color. So Brave the Elements cannot save them from this. The other newer thing for 1 white, I forget what it is. They get hexproof from black and red, something like that. But anyways, that is something to keep in mind. But yeah, something that you can interact with them at instant speed. One of those 2 targets. That should help you out. There are various other options. Something maybe at instant speed that could take out multiple artifacts for cheap. Might be nice. Hopefully we don't face it back to back. Maybe I'll have to do some live deck editing. Ugh. Rough. All right, Tamer, the Tamer Lemur. Hey, I'll make it work. Seems quite reasonable. Of course, it's nice to see 3 lands versus no lands. That kind of was the trend so far today. Mono white humans, maybe. Azorius, Lotus Field. Okay. Interesting. Invasion of Gobakon, going to probably take tribute to the World Tree or Domri Anarch of Bolas. One of our 2 plays for the next turn. At least we still are left with a play. Eventually. They're probably just interested to see dinos, I would imagine, so they want to read all about them. No, double tribute to the World Tree. This could get quite painful indeed. Maybe, well, hopefully we draw a 4th land next turn, but if we don't, going with a 2nd tribute to the World Tree might be pretty nice indeed. It looks like mono white, general, basic, something basic in mono white. Nothing too fancy. Ooh, I like that. You know what? We're going to make Marauding Raptor bigger. We're going to hope they don't have any removal for 1, but hey, 2 for a 4/5 right there. Because Tribute to the World Tree, Marauding is 2 power, so it gets 2 counters. That's pretty sweet. Excuse me, it doesn't seem like they have any removal for that stuff. Of course, they don't have any counters, so we should be getting 2 draws from Regisaur and from the token. Alright, we're popping off. We're getting her done. Xenagos maybe next turn. Could be nice. We would get to enough devotion to meet that requirement. Oh man, actually that would be good. I'll attack with that token there. I imagine Marauding Raptor probably is going to get blocked by that ambitious farmhand. They don't want to take 8. Or the Wandering Emperor. That's good too. Well, nuts. But we refilled our hand. We got some gas. We're going to be doing some stuff. A Marauding Raptor plus shifting next turn would be pretty devastating as well. Just a Xenagos, which still Xenagos itself would get us to exactly 7. That'd be pretty sweet. Double Regisaur. Oh. The folks really do hate Castle Garenbreak. My goodness, they're bringing the pain to that. Usually doesn't happen that often. Usually doesn't happen at all in a night. So again, you see why multiple copies, just in case, because it is so fantastic to power out the bigger stuff. Playing stuff, searching for a basic planes. At least they are tapped out, so there's nothing too much to worry about. Not a whole lot they can do for a single white. I hope. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Mono white laid down arms. I should have expected that. Should have figured that was in the mix. Now the question becomes, yeah, as they should. Shifting Ceratops. I kind of want the card draw to maybe get to a land for the turn. We're going to try that. And we're going to hope we get that. There you go. Sheltered Thicket. Phew. That is lovely. Oh. Yes. Welcome, Victor. Hopefully all is well. It's going pretty well so far. At least this game with Tribute to the World Tree. Kind of painful, of course, with Indomitable creativity. I wasn't really packing much heat for it. Any heat. So it was a rough matchup. It is hard to deal with a 30-30. Trample. Haste. Multiple lay down arms, possibly. Hopefully that's not the case. At least shifting Ceratops is enough to keep scaring away that ambitious farmhand. Ooh. Okay. Going to be losing shifting. But we will play some lovely stuff next turn. At the very least, Marauding plus a Tribute to the World Tree. Could be nice to go a second Tribute to the World Tree and then Marauding. It will enter, it will become a 4/5, but the second trigger with this second one, we would draw a card, which is pretty cool. I like that better. Yeah. Not like it makes a big difference. I don't think it's going to. But we'll still go with Marauding for 2, Topiary for 2. That gets big. Topiary for 2 green. We draw a card. We power up Marauding, even though we can't use that temporary power. And, oh, we get a basic land. That's good value. And we got something to play. Wow. Marauding Raptor could be devastating. next turn. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully they can't do anything to Shadow Spear, but we got some nice bodies going on. Oh, okay, well, thanks. The Eternal Wanderer exiled it, bounced it, so we got more benefit. Fine by me. Maybe they do sweep us. They could have Farewell or something. Oh, well, losing Topiary Stomper. Okay. That is painful. Hopefully we draw the 7th land, so we get to attack with Topiary Stomper next turn. Oh, field of rough, or demolition field. I mean, it is a little bit rough. You can see we're already down to our last forest. It's going to get dicey. I really like those 6 basics at a minimum, but it is nice to try 5. You see how it can be painful. We have a play, no matter what. We're going to be doing something next turn. Tribute, absolutely, Victor. Like I say, it's 3 pips of green. It helps get Xenagos ahead by 3. Topiary Stomper already is 2. Topiary plus Tribute alone is 5. Xenagos is the other 2 for 7. Right there already, so. I mean, it is pretty legit. They cast their 3rd Invasion of Gobakon. Ouch. That's all I'm gonna say. That is about as painful as it gets. Of course, that ambitious farmhand attacking, that could be very nice indeed. We still might be able to barf a bunch of creatures, but Xenagos costing 7, Tyrranax Rex costing 9. This is gonna hurt. Draw land. You can do it. Land. If we get a land, it's really good. We still might be able to do some nice stuff. We can play Ancient Imperiosaur. At the moment, we've got Topiary plus 6. Man, those things are getting big. 2 counters going on Ambitious Farmhand because it attacked this turn. That's really going to get out of control, unfortunately. Ugh. Okay, actually, this could be good. We can play Domri, get Topiary to 5 power, attach Shadow Spear to Topiary to get it to 6. Fight the Ambitious Farmhand, gain 6 life. But do I want to do that? Is the question. I don't think so. I think I'd still rather that Huntmaster make it big. Decently big. Hope they don't have Lay Down Arms, which is a sorcery. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it. I was thinking Lay Down Arms was an instant. And we can also play Ancient Imperiosaur. Okay. We have 4 lands, 2 creatures, a total of 6. Ancient Imperiosaur costs 6. Is that our best bet? The Eternal Wanderer can certainly bounce Ancient Imperiosaur, but they would have to mostly tap. Well, they wouldn't tap out. You know what? I'll still play Domri. Have Huntmaster fight this thing. I guess the Ambitious Farmhand probably would still attack Invasion of Gobakon, so perhaps Domri is going to be safe. Oh, hexproof. Okay. Well, we got one of them burnt. Which I did forget to pay the 1 for Shadow Spear. Which I think could have helped us, but I think it goes on to them and then the thing resolves. I may have missed that. Of course, I don't use Shadow Spear too much, but again, paying 1 permanents your opponent's control, lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. I don't think I maybe would have had a chance after it resolved and the thing was still hanging there on the stack. That would have been pretty cool if I had done that. The last forest. Oh my goodness, it's getting scary. Hopefully they don't take out Rootbound Craig. Cross your fingers. Certainly is an uphill battle, a slog, more than I would have expected. It'll be nice to get Xenagos next turn. I think at least the ambitious farmhand will get sent towards Invasion of Gobakon. They want to flip it. I'm pretty sure they want to flip it. The Samurai being a 2-2 at the moment is not going to do that. Oh, they really want to take it out. Okay. Fine by me. We could just play the other Domri that we have for 5. Of course, that is quite a bit extra. I may just go with that Ancient Imperiosaur, though. Although they have a lot of bodies. It is painful. Ooh. Tyrranax Rex for 8. No, we can't do it yet. Ancient Imperiosaur it is. 5, 6, 7. Oh, that is good. Definitely going to take that too. Rather make him bigger. Maybe just 6. Let's just play him for 6. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. I like it. I'm gonna see what they do with this. I'm gonna try to get the Eternal Wanderer. And the Wandering Emperor. Pressure him a little bit here. We'll use Shadow Spear's ability this time. I won't forget. If they do pop their Light Shield array to give Hexproof and Indestructible, mainly it is Indestructible so that their creatures are going to live through this. This is going to be pretty cool. They may have another Wandering Emperor that they're going to flash. Oh, well. There it is. Not today, buddy. Peace. See ya. Oh, that was lovely. Imagine they forgot or didn't know about that, but a seasoned cast. Oh, I forgot that thing transformed. I didn't even know. We took out some bodies. It was pretty good. And we used Shadow Spear. I was kind of thinking we may not even use its ability there, but that's pretty decent. I think we're going to do something good next turn. Even if it is just Tyrranax Rex. Ooh. Shadow Spear on Tyrranax Rex would be good. Hopefully we draw a regular Tyrranax Rex that doesn't cost extra. Play that for 6. We should still have 2 left over for Shadow Spear. Attach it. A 9/9 trample. Lifelink. Haste. Can't be countered. Toxic 4. Ward 4. Man, that's nasty. If they want to bounce Topiary Stomper, that's fine by me. We're going to get another land. Well, we don't. Okay. I'm used to having 6 again. We see all the basic lands that I have. We've run into it. Sadly. Oh. Made that a 9. Okay, that's something. Huh. Well. Is Tyrranax Rex going to help us out much? Castle Garenbrig in 4, 6. We're not left with enough, unfortunately, to attach Shadow Spear to Tyrranax Rex. That season Cathar is just too big, I think. Let me think. We'll play it. That's our best bet at this point. Oh, there's the regular one. Okay. It's something. Perhaps we can save ourselves. You never know. Topiary Stomper, of course, could just block that big Cathar. Pretty reasonable. And we'll see. Either way, I'm pretty sure we're safe. We have something to block that big thing. Regular T-Rex next turn, slap the Shadow Spear on it, boom. They certainly have enough lands. They easily can pay that Ward 4 cost. Oh boy. That's pretty expensive rate. Lay down arms. I'll take it. And we gained a bit of life in the process. Certainly seems like they're going to bounce one of these things. We're going to take the maximum amount of damage. Ouch. Man, this deck is just annoying, I must say. At the very least, we get Tyrranax Rex 7. I think we're left with 2, so we can attach it, gain a bunch of life, do a bunch of damage, maybe take out the Eternal Wanderer, potentially. I don't want to take 9. Where's Rampaging Ferocidon or Giant Sendima when you need it to stop the life gain? Of course, we would stop our own life gain with Shadow Spear, unfortunately. My, oh my. Ooh, not the Castle Garenbrig, man. They just seem to have everything. Nothing is sticking. And it's really bad. It's really bad. Because we have nothing to grab, so we don't get a replacement land. That is just... well, it's not great. Yeah, no, we're not busting through that. Not happening. No. That's how she goes. Well. Don't think we really need Shadow Spear. Whole lot of anything. We could use an Alpine Moon potentially to turn off their really annoying Field of Ruins, Demolition Fields. Somebody does not like Mono Green Devotion. I must say, that's probably what all this stuff is in here for. But of course, they sacrifice this and then they get a Plains. This is Mono White Lay Down Arms, so that certainly is quite nice indeed. Helping them out. Yeah, Carnage Tyrant. They're not going to be targeting this. Sadly, we faced a bit of control, a fair bit so far tonight. Starting off with Carnage Tyrant would have felt pretty nice, I must say. A tribute to the World Tree did draw us a decent bit it just didn't transpire into much of anything, sadly. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. 2 Alpine Moons. Let's reduce that destruction. Let's have a turn 1 play for once. We trimmed the Shadow Spears. That's alright. Okay, I'll take it. We got something. There you go. We stopped one of them. Phew. Hopefully they don't destroy it, but hey, at the very least that would draw out something. Perhaps they've got Portable Hole. Oh my goodness, they play... Oh, well, I mean, it taps for a white. It helped them out. That's kind of cool that they had it in hand. Maybe it helped them more than it hurt them. Mono white devotion, okay. I guess it makes sense, they are a mono white deck. It does hurt to see a second Huntmaster. Ooh. At least they won't be flipping Invasion of Gobakon anytime soon. They're probably gonna maybe name Carnage Tyrant. That is definitely the scarier thing. But we could get Regisaur Alpha next turn when we should see that third land. Should see. Phew. Oh my goodness, we got it. Of course, when you get 10 down, you would hope to see a minimum of 3. And the math did me right for once. Maybe we see a 4th one next turn. Both Huntmasters are still sticking around. We get Carnage Tyrant for 4, and then their hope is no more. Ugh. I don't like that. What are they going to take? Huntmaster. Unfortunately, we do lose the potential of Carnage Tyrant. We don't have Regisaur Alpha as well, but we still get Tribute to the World Tree, so quite nice to see it again. Putting in the work, I hope. Next turn, we get something we can play. At least we've taken them pretty low. Hopefully they don't flip Invasion this turn. They certainly could with some removal to Huntmaster, and then they have enough damage at the moment, exactly 3, to turn it around. Elish, nor Mother of Machines, huh? That's pretty good. Ghalta would be nice. We could get Ghalta if we saw her. I'm pretty well. We have 1 copy. Be surprised if we didn't. Huh. Right. We draw some. Never mind. We don't. I forgot already. Yeah, that might do it for us. Tribute is pretty strong, but it does nothing because Elish Nord completely shuts it off. See what we draw next turn, but I may just pack it in, unfortunately. Yeah, it tends to do the trick when Elite Spellbinder exiles 2 things, makes them cost 2 more. We're not getting to 7 anytime soon. Man, that sucks. Also, that they got another Nykthos. Huh. Just unlucky. Yeah. Nah. Not happening. Alright, well, just a very unfortunate turn of events with that match. Sadly. Yeah. That's how it goes. Can't win them all, there's nothing you can do, especially when the draws are pretty painful. Oof. Alright. What is it going to be? Who knows? Back-to-back mono-white devotion. Or maybe it's going to be mono-blue devotion as we saw last night. Man, that was soul-crushing. Nothing could happen against it. But also, I think the mana got a bit messed up. I kind of remember Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, caused me some awkward moments early on. In that matchup in particular. Hey, well, good. I'll take it. Okay. Mono Black Zombies, Dimir Zombies, something like that. It is nice to see the third land. Getting to go Topiary Stomper next turn. It's going to be pretty good. Dimir. Oh, wow. Thank you. I wasn't going to be blocking with Marauding Raptor, so it's very nice that the opponent did not attack. They would have got that 3 damage in because, Marauding has to survive. No, I have to preserve him. We could potentially get Tyrranax Rex next turn. If I get another land that enters... Oh, another Blade Stitch Scab. Oh my goodness. Well, they're certainly going to attack with Champion of the Perished this turn. Oh, okay. Weird. Odd. Not sure what's up their sleeve. But I know what's up my sleeve. And that's a Tyrranax Rex. Now what would they block with? I'm going to wait. I want Tyrranax Rex to be as healthy as possible. Possibly dropping a Xenagos next turn. Doubling Tyrranax Rex would be nice. And just Tyrranax Rex alone could deter their aggression. Getting Regisaur and Topiary Stomper though to 7. Wow. I'll take it. That is going to be very nice. Lovely for the aggression. Hopefully... Oh, they are going to counter it. Sadly. Well, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Certainly better that they counter Topiary Stomper than Regisaur Alpha. Big time. And we still get to 7 next turn, a little bit slower for that Topiary Stomper there. That's alright. We'll make something happen. Have to block with a few things, that's pretty good. We take out a bunch of their creatures, we take out both Blade Stitched Scab, so a lot of their total power is reduced. Very, very nice indeed. That Champion of the Perished is not as scary. Ooh, Calatus is not fun. Tribute to the World Tree. It's pretty nice. Cycle the Sheltered Thicket. Actually, no, we don't want to cycle it. We want to turn Topiary Stomper on. I'm going to wait. I don't want to have something die to Champion of the Parish, then they get a 2/2 zombie with Calatus. Not a pretty sight indeed. Champion of the Parish will continually get bigger. So Calatus, if a non-token creature we control would die, it's exiled instead. They make a zombie, which works with Champion of the Parish. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield, they put a counter on it. So it's very painful. Nasty synergy right there. I actually used Dimir Zombies, not this previous April Fools, the one before that. This previous one was Spirits, I believe. I'm just gonna wait. Hopefully seeing that Ancient Imperiosaur, which will be quite big indeed. And we got lots of bodies, decently sized, and they don't have too many creatures. But it would be painful if we attacked. Every one of ours would die, would lose the trade to each of theirs. And they're going to gain 5 life at the moment with Calatus that has lifelink, and we're seeing another land, unfortunately. Mouse over my lands like I have something big to play, maybe. Perhaps keeping the Stomping Ground in hand is going to draw out a Thoughtseize. They want to get that nasty piece of removal that we're holding on to. Of course, those meteors in the art of Stomping Ground are kind of like removal. I certainly wish they were at this point. That is a Field of Ruin. It's not nothing. Certainly not a creature. I would be happy with any creature, literally any creature at this point. But hopefully something that draws me a card. That's not too bad. Just texting with my wife there. She's putting our kids to sleep, and it can be a little bit rough sometimes with a 3-year-old and a 8-month-old. You combine those two, it can take a little bit longer, that's for sure. Seems like they don't have much removal. What's going on? Where's the creatures? That's 3, 6, 9, 10. We're almost seeing half the lands in the deck. Painful. Well, we still have a decent chance here. We're only taking 3 a turn with the Overcharged Amalgam. Headless Rider, though, whenever it or another non-token zombie they control dies, they make a black zombie. So that is really going to pump up that Champion of the Parish. We got to get something. Oh, they're finally going to attack with it. It certainly is a lot of damage. What's the best thing to take out the Champion of the Parish? However, we're going to block with 8, but they're going to respond with Calatus. They're going to sacrifice either the Overcharged Amalgam or the Headless Rider. They're going to have some zombie enter. Champion of the Parish is going to at least grow to 9. So we do have to block with a decent bit of power. 8, we're going to throw everything at it. It is not going to get big enough. It is going down. And let's hope for a creature next turn. I'm wise to their ways. Kalatis's ability can be activated at instant speed. If we had just done the 2/4/4s, that would have been too tough. Certainly wanted to keep Huntmaster around. Regisaur Alpha probably had to block just to supercharge this and make sure we actually dropped it. And we only lose 2 of them. Of course, we're going to lose Topiary and Regisaur Alpha. I do have to sacrifice another zombie, though, which is okay. We're not dead yet. Probably next turn. We draw 2 cards. It's not nothing. Let's hold out hope, folks. I certainly have enough lands at this point to play anything. Draw good stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Well, I don't need another land, that's for sure. Are we dead? 3, 5. Yes, overcharged him. Not quite. Yes, no. Hive of the Eye Tyrant is going to finish us off when they make it a creature. They're at least going to connect and deal over 5 damage. Just, again, just getting too many lands. No lands, too many. That's how she goes. But Dimir Zombies is wacky tonight again, which is quite nice. Variety certainly is the spice of life. Do I like Shadow Spear? Gaining some life, making something a little bit bigger. Cleansing Wildfire, perhaps to take out Hive of the Eye Tyrant. They really don't have a whole lot of removal, possibly none, basically nothing. It's focused just pretty much strictly on the zombie creature type. So I think we just leave Ancient Imperiosaur in, a reasonable chance we're going to see it get big. Hopefully that changes. I don't think we saw Ancient Imperiosaur at all the previous game, and we were pretty far down. My goodness. I'll take it. Hey, it's 3 lands. We get Topiary Stomper. That's fine by me. Hopefully seeing something for 2, but well, I got a turn 1 Champion of the Perished. Well, that certainly is nice. Let's hope it doesn't get too big too quick whenever a zombie enters the battlefield. That certainly is not the case because all the creatures in their deck are zombies. There's a very good chance they had another one for 2. I just hope we get something big down soon enough that we can maybe scare it away from attacking. I think we will next turn. Hopefully it's only going to 3. Okay, it's not. Skull Scab. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. Pretty decent. Pretty painful. Not much you can do when they do that. It's probably it at this point. Shifting Ceratops is, at best, going to trade with that Tainted Adversary. We're going to lose Shifting to the Death Touch. Champion of the Perished is getting too big for Shifting to trade with it. They just had their perfect start, really. Yeah. That's how she goes. Facing off against another pretty fantastic tribal deck. It's been a long time. It's probably 6 months. I don't know. When. I have to look back. I know I've faced zombies before. It may have been mono black. Huh. Well, we'll keep at her. Keep the list as is. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. We're going to face 5-color gates. Yeah, that's going to be my bet. That would be pretty cool. Just because this isn't pre-recorded, of course. If I got it right, man. Nobody faces gates. Dingobot. Sounds like a funny name. Maybe they use funny decks. Finally, we got a pretty reasonable hand to begin with. Something for 2, something for 3, 3 land. We see the black color. Let's hope it's not Fatal Push. No Thoughtseize. Of course, it seems like there may be a Fatal Push in the mix. Coming up a few. Oh, man. Marauding lived. A Field of Ruin again, my goodness. Everybody is on Field of Ruin tonight. Sarulf, Realm Eater. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls is put into a graveyard, put a counter on them. At the beginning of their upkeep, if Sarulf has one or more 1/1 counters on it, they can remove all of them. Exile each other non-land permanent with mana value less than or equal to the number of counters removed this way. So that is going to be very painful. We're going to look to hopefully take that out as soon as possible. Do I want Shifting Ceratops? Maybe. Nah. We're going to try for Tribute to the World Tree. And we're going to hope Marauding Raptor sticks around so that we can go Regisaur Alpha next turn. We will not. We're going to be taking out Marauding Raptor, unfortunately, with Vraska's -3. Nuts. Hopefully we draw land, either with this or next turn, and then we get to go Regisaur Alpha. Draw 2 cards. Do they just have a whole bunch of... They do. So this is Golgari removal with Sarulf, Realm Eater. So whenever they destroy our stuff, he gets bigger. Later on, they will remove all the counters from Sarulf, destroy everything, still be left with that, and yeah, we will be feeling pretty darn bad. However, I'm feeling pretty darn good. Drawing 2 cards with this, taking out Vraska. Lovely stuff. They're certainly well off of having 5 counters. They need to have 5, removing them all to destroy Regisaur Alpha with a mana value of 5. And okay, if they just wanted to take out the token, fine by me. We get Tyrranax Rex next turn. Okay. Oof. That's going to be beautiful. Oh, wow. You're done for, buddy. Yes, use that Thoughtseize and see your doom. Ancient Imperiosaur certainly is scary. We got a bunch more copies, of course. But the question becomes, do I want to draw a bunch with Tribute, or do I want Tyrranax Rex? Kind of like drawing a bunch. We'll get to 7, which is quite nice, I must say. Let's draw a bunch. Alrighty. Go big, go home. Next turn, go big. Or maybe get that Ancient Imperiosaur as well. Huntmaster, very nice indeed. See what they do with this. Don't imagine we would die. It might be nice to take out server. Oh, okay. What is up their sleeve? That's a good question. Certainly nice that Topiary Stomper has vigilance. Take out my source of red. I only need one most times. Of course, I have 2 stomping grounds now, so it is good, but again, we don't have any land to grab, so 100%. I'm going back to my tried and true minimum 6 basic lands. Maybe I talked about it and I mentioned it, so the algorithm wanted to show you guys how painful it can be. That is absolutely devastating. Another one. Jeez. At least we're getting 1 T-Rex next turn, no matter what. Phew. Of course, it is painful that Topiary Stomper can't block, but they're not going to attack with anything, because they'll die next turn, which is pretty good. Not quite. Well, maybe still. We go Stomping Ground, Huntmaster, and we still get to go Tyrranax Rex. And we make Huntmaster big, plus we draw a card. You're going to see this interaction. The first trigger of Tribute makes Huntmaster big. Afterwards, Huntmaster is at least 3 power, so we draw a card, and yeah. As long as we have 4 lands plus Castle Garen big, which we do. At the moment we have 6. Next turn we're going to have 7 with that Stomping Ground. They're mostly dead. Oh, good. They didn't attack. I like it. Draw a bunch of stuff. You know you'll... Oh, okay. Good game indeed. That certainly will do it. Shifting. Hasty. Draw 2 cards. Topiary. Hasty. Draw 2 cards. A stunner of stunners. And now, phew, finally, you see how we can refill our hands and smoke them.
I am the one who dies.
I wish I could have used that against the Dimir Zombies player, but phew. That was very painful, potentially painful deck. Lots of removal. It's basically all removal, so I'm not going to bring in Ancient Imperiosaur. Carnage Turret has to happen, gonna happen. Kind of tempted though, I must say. Alpine Moon to stop. Oh, no, not Cleansing Wildfire. Alpine Moon to stop Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin and possibly Demolition Field. It's younger brother. That'd be good. Yeah, leave it like that. All right. Dinglebot, you're going down, buddy. Okay, that's going to be good. Let's hope there's no Thoughtseize. We unfortunately saw 2 last game. At the very least, we now have a guaranteed play. Oh, they don't have a Thoughtseize, which is lovely stuff. Let's hope they don't have a Fatal Push. Phew, no Fatal Push. Beautiful. Gotta love it. Man, if we get to go Marauding and Topiary, a little bit of setup with Tribute to the World Tree. Okay. We're not doing that. But of course, I still want to draw a bunch of cards. We're going to keep with that setup plan. We could ramp a little bit with Domri. Might be nice. I'd still rather do this. Go a little bit slow. Take the turn off somewhat to hopefully be ahead continually. It's not going to do a whole lot. We have a lot of big scary dinos. Of course, it would be nice to keep Carnage Tyrant. Oh, okay, yeah, we're done for. They're done for, I think. We're going to get them. And we're going to draw. And we're going to ramp. Beautiful stuff. Oh, we can play Huntmaster. Again, Huntmaster for 1 red is a 3/4. Marauding, of course, doesn't kill it because we get the 2 counters. Sadly losing Marauding Raptor this turn, but maybe they should have taken out Tribute to the World Tree. Make me sacrifice. Oh, they do. Okay. We were only at 5 lands. We weren't getting probably to 7 this turn anyways, but we're certainly doing this. Yes, please. Huntmaster for 2, Marauding for 1, Shifting for 2. You better have a sweeper next turn. I like it. I must say, I like it. And we even get a land. Huh. And we get to give Shifting haste. Well, alright. That's what we're doing. Smack them. Domri next turn. Hey, that'd be lovely if they make us discard it. Fine by me. Maybe they have a sweeper up their sleeve. I'll sacrifice Huntmaster. The best thing to sacrifice. Oh boy, getting away from him. Creature. You can draw a creature, any creature. Let's chain a bunch of stuff. That'd be nice. Ugh. That's not a creature. What is going on here? At least we could take out Deathrite Shaman. We're going to learn pretty quick if they do have a fatal push. Unfortunately. Well, I gotta do something. Yeah, I'll still send Marauding towards them. If they have a fatal push, I want Shifting to connect. Actually, no, what am I thinking? I don't care. We don't have any cards in hand, so Liliana going +1 does nothing. It may only hurt the opponent. Keep Domri safe. We're going to take out both creatures. We could have dealt a little bit more if we had fought one thing first, but might as well keep Domri healthy. We may need that fighting interaction later. At least we know they don't have fatal push. They use that mana for Deathrite Shaman, its ability. Okay, well, what's it gonna be? It's pretty good. Of course, Marauding Raptor could get bigger than Shifting. I think I would almost prefer that. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, that is painful. We had an enchantment and a planeswalker. Not a great time. Oh, the heck is going on? More lands. Where's the good stuff? Oh, we got him. We got him. I'm pretty sure we got him. It's not quite exactly lethal, but hey. Oh, there, lights out. Phew. Man, we got a wee bit flooded there, as has been the case tonight, more times than not. Phew, phew. Can't always be good, but certainly the theme overall, as I mentioned, 5 basic lands, not enough. Yes, very good games indeed. 5 ways. I just think it's pretty cool when I mention a thing could be painful and then I confirm that thing. I get dealt the pain, you guys learn, and you see real life live examples of how it can be bad. With that Field of Ruin and the 5 forests, it's simply land destruction at that point. We don't get anything. For 2, they sacrifice a land, they get a basic land, and then we just are down 1. And that really has been rough. But this hand looks quite good. We're facing off against Karuga. 5 color Fires of Invention. They mulliganed 1, so that is going to be quite nice in our favor. Of course, Field of Ruin might be nice as well. Sacrificing this, taking out a Triome. We're going to hope there's no Leyline Binding. They do have 3 types. They do have a source of white with the Savale. I jinx myself. It's not really a jinx, it's a common occurrence. Yeah. Sheltered Thicket. We didn't have a play for the turn anyways. We could have perhaps taken out one of those. Maybe the Savai Triome. But I wanted to do the Sheltered Thicket because that had to enter at some point. I mean, if Marauding Raptor survives, we get Tyrranax Rex next turn. We will be able to make 6 green. Tyrranax Rex will be reduced to only needing 6 with this. It is the best thing, but if they have another binding or something against something, shifting or marauding are both probably going down with equal ease. Okay. Hey, we're gonna smoke them in game 2, game 3. Hopefully we take this from them, but we're gonna smoke them with Back to Nature, as is usually the case. Okay. Hopefully it's not Agent of Treachery to steal a land. Okay, that's it is a card that does a thing. Castle Gamebreak, though, we're making 6. We can't play Tyrranax Rex or Shifting, unfortunately, or Tyrranax Rex or Ancient Imperiosaur, but we can play Shifting. We can give it haste and we can give it trample for a total of 6 green. 4 for the Shifting, 2 green for its abilities. Agent of Treachery can't block it because of protection from blue, so we're safe from a future agent, which is pretty good. Get a wee bit of damage on them. Hope they don't get Fires of Invention anytime soon, but imagine okay. Certainly I would not advocate for starting off with Back to Nature. This is just one deck, and there are more decks that are not heavily enchantment themed. And okay, well, I get the gist. We're dead. Como, of course, they make a 3/3 blue serpent, green and blue serpent, I believe, at each upkeep. Ours, theirs, they can sacrifice it to give it indestructible. Dunzo. But certainly switch an Ancient Imperiosaur with Carnage Tide, as we have done a few times tonight. Gotta trim a couple things. Tribute to the World Tree? Well, maybe. 1. Now, of course, we could take out lands. We could name a Triome, Alpine Moon. That Triome loses all types. They lose 3 land types, and that could be very painful, especially for Leyline Binding. But of course, with Back to Nature, we would lose our own Alpine Moon, and that might not be what we want. And we got 1 Field of Ruin, 1 Beseju. Maybe we'll see him. Maybe we'll take out something key to keep him off that Leyline Binding. Let's see that back to nature. Let's go. That's not going to be it. I mean, it's reasonable. It's still no back to nature. I almost want to mulligan once more to see it. I'm going to do it. Okay, we still didn't see it, sadly. We got Beseiju. That could take out ley line binding, if that happens to be the case. Nah, I'm not even going to play Marauding. I have nothing at the moment that it would have accelerated out, and if they have ley line binding, well, it can stay in their hand for all I care. Watch them laugh. They're crying in tears of binding. Nah, I'm just going to keep waiting. If we play nothing, they exile nothing. Touch the spirit realm, nothing. Ley line binding, nothing. Fires of Invention and Enigmatic Incarnation, though. We just didn't see back to nature. We could have smoked them this turn, and they'll probably get Elesh Norn, I would imagine. Probably. Kenrith also pretty good. Okay, well, we'll play this. Nope. Not even happening. Not even close. Elesh Norn, of course, turning off the enter the battlefield effects of Regisaur Alpha, Marauding Raptor, Tribute to the World Tree, which, Tribute to the World Tree, could be a nice, reasonable thing to trim. In place of Back to Nature, of course, Back to Nature takes out Tribute to the World Tree, so that's not great. Alright, Azorius Lotus Field coming up. That's my bet. Let's see it once tonight. Bring the pain. I might go possibly up to 7 basic lands. 1 mountain, 6 forests. I still don't like 2 mountains. 2 mono red sources. I don't like 1. That's alright. Perhaps when I do cut Tribute to the World Tree, of course it has been, nice, fantastic, very good potential. I won't need as much green. I won't need to lean so heavily into it, and I can bring back that basic mountain or 2. My goodness. Pretty gross tonight. That's not going to do it. Hey, we will have 2 untapped on turn 2. We'll take it. Maybe get to Domri. That'd be good. Phew. I'm just glad I remembered to play Rootbound Cray. Okay, well, good stuff. Domri next turn, we're going to fight whatever creature makes the most sense to fight and hope there's no ossification. Gotta be kidding. Sometimes you just can't do anything, really. And Domri, though, we get it down. It is safe from... Well, it won't be killed, at the very least. Hopeful Initiation is not going to be taking it out, so that's pretty good. Maybe get Regisaur Alpha next turn. Quite nice indeed. I like it. Another land, you can do it. I mean, technically, it is another land. We do lose Domri because we don't have enough lands for Topiary Stomper, but hey, we'll get there. Double Copper Code Vanguard is not a great thing. Don't worry, I can't block. You can send everything. Well, we're getting to 5. Could get that Ancient Imperiosaur this game. I would exile something I wasn't able to use anyways. That's okay. Mostly dead. Basically dead. Definitely dead. Okay. Can't stick much. They exile the first thing you play is probably all over at that point. Keep it as is and hope we go a little bit faster. Hopefully not having to mulligan the first hand. That certainly has been, I think, a theme of tonight. Feels like it, at least. Madojan. Hey. Good stuff. Ask and you shall receive. Phew. Huntmaster. Topiary. Ancient Imperiosaur. Shifting. Beautiful. It's not ossification, so I'll take it. And I'm certainly not blocking. Nuts. We'll get there. They're going to attack with both things anyways. Might as well get a wee bit of damage on them. Shifting, it's something. Maybe it's going to scare them away. Maybe they just play Brutal Cathar and then we're dead. We could take out Adeline at least. Double blocking with shifting and Huntmaster, but I don't really like losing two things. Okay. Ancient Imperiosaur this turn. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Maybe we can survive through some twist of fate somehow. We'll be left at 1. Surprise him with a very nasty, hasty Ancient Imperiosaur next turn, but I don't think that's going to be the case. That is not the case. Wandering Emperor wouldn't have been able to exile anything. It wasn't tapped, but they were going to put a counter on something this turn, and then next turn have too much. Mutavault also was going to be sent towards us. We only had 2 blockers, so it was we just didn't hit the lands, unfortunately. Maybe we should try a super crazy 24. Ooh, like a crazy person. Yeah. Well, hey, yes. Okay, we got something. Hey, it's pretty good. 3 lands, 3 things for 3. We've seen the opponent mulligan once. Cross your fingers it isn't mono blue mill. We see the Jace avatar, so I'm getting a wee bit afraid. Maybe they want to scare us. Or they're mulliganing for that Ruin Crab. 1 blue for a 0/3. When a land enters their battlefield, we mill 3 cards. Or target player mills 3 cards, I believe. Maybe it's that mono blue Devotion we've been facing a little bit. All right. Well, it is Dimir Mill, Dimir Rogues, something in those colors. Oh, Thoughtseize. Hey, we still got a play coming up. Phew. They're going to get rid of Topiary Stomper, I would imagine. Get rid of our stable ramping. That once it lands, they can't do anything about. Unless, of course, they have Field of Ruin. Maybe taking out Karplusan Forest. All right. We're getting something. We have plays. Doesn't matter how many Thoughtseizes you have, something is going to land. What is the scariest thing for them? Okay, as I suspected, Topiary goes down. And the Fabled Passage, quite nice. Of course, Domri, we got a ramp. We got to protect against their future counter spells. We're at 4. Technically, with his ramp, we can't make use of it. But as long as we get that 4th land next turn, we get Regisaur. And we're going to make the opponent soar. Even if they have removal for Dom, we still get to go tribute to the World Tree. We still have a play. Oh boy. Don't have enough. Don't worry about that. But I could get it. Oh, they want removal for him. Okay, well. Narset goes down. She brought me pain last night, and I'm going to bring her not pain. Tribute to the World Tree. I mean, Narset turns that off completely, unfortunately. Probably could just switch Tribute to the World Tree with some sort of ramp. Something for 2 lands, potentially get to the 23rd, 24th. Of course, if Tribute to the World Tree was a land at the moment, we would be in a pretty fantastic position. We'd certainly be getting them. Ooh. Yeah, it's going to be Marauding. Hopefully continuing to dodge the removal that they have. Or the answers, the counter spells. And we'll just hope that shifting can connect. They'll play another Narset next turn, I would imagine. So let's just hit them in the face, actually. Pretty sure that's what they're going to do. Better to take them down by 6 than take out a Planeswalker that wasn't going to do anything anyways. They had done 2 activations of her, so she was just sitting there with that static ability. If we get Castle Garenbrig, we could get Tyrranax Rex. Oh, what did I say? We're dodging those counter spells with Domri. Fantastic. They're worried. They're quaking in their boots. They want to take out Marauding because at the moment we could get Regisaur Alpha. Play Narset, use her ability, maybe get some removal that they don't have in their hand at the moment. Oh, Ashiok is not going to do it. We're going to take that out. We're going to fly right past the token that they make, the 2/3 Nightmare whatchamacallit. Okay, we'll exile Tribute to the World Tree. We weren't going to be drawing anything with Narset anyways. It's actually pretty good. Quite good, indeed. We need 2 red. We don't want Karplusan Forest to be used for Huntmaster, so we tap a regular forest, get her done, make sure we're left with a source of red. We're going to make him dead. Okay, we got bodies. Tyrranax Rex, Regisaur Alpha. It's getting very, very scary indeed. Bounce some more stuff. They can't with Ashiok. But they can kill basically everything, unfortunately. Yeah. We did a bunch of damage to him, back to 10, and we should be seeing a land at any point. Eventually here. It's the only thing we can do. Regisaur Alpha would have been pretty good in that particular moment. Certainly Domri is quite healthy. Oh, what did they didn't exile a land, so this could be helping us out. This, I think, is going to mean that we're going to get it next turn. Ooh. Still, not. We're a quarter of the way through, and we've seen 3 lands. Ouch. That's painful. Well, we'll play Shifting. We'll draw a card. Actually, we won't because Narset turns it off. Never mind. But we got to do something. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not drawing anything. I think Shifting might be safe, at least for a turn. We can keep pressuring them. Dharma could maybe fight one of those nightmare. Oh, not the guy. They have the combo. The combo that made me mad because I had not seen it before. So if we lose all the stuff in our hand, the card we draw for the turn is going to be discarded with Gyre Reach Sanitarium, unfortunately. That is going to be very painful indeed. Let's hope it doesn't happen. I should have expected the fatal push, really. That sucks. They basically pay 2 to make us discard a card. It's rough. No, that's also rough. Okay, well, we're not winning this one. Not at all. We just got mana screwed and nothing came together. That's absolutely garbage against Narset. So that's coming out pretty darn quick. Carnage Tarantula is coming in. Shadow Spear doesn't do much. Cleansing Wildfire. An Alpine Moon, and maybe Field of Ruin as well. I think it is mostly Gyre Reach Sanitarium, but it could be Hall of the Storm Giants. And Cleansing Wildfire is enough. That might be nice. Actually, we'll trim Ancient Imperiosaur. That thing is not going to last very long. There's those Alpine Moons. Okay. We got a plan. We're going to get them. Oh. Man. What do I got to add? Like 26 lands? Watch me get flooded most times. Hey, it only took one mulligan. You gotta look at the silver lining. And we got 2 things to destroy their lands. 3, Topiary Stomper, ramping. 1 cleansing wildfire. I kind of want to keep that Carnage Tyrant. Just knowing what we're facing, Dimir Control, I might like that Carnage Tyrant. I must say. We're not going to destroy Fabled Passage. They would just pop it in response, so that doesn't make sense. Hopefully there's something nice to destroy this turn. And hopefully they don't have 2 untapped to... Oh, good. Very good indeed. So it means we get Topiary Stomper down safe. My goodness, it only took 3 turns. This turn, we're at 4. We're already at more lands than we were the entire previous game, which is just insane. I like it. Adrian, how's it going? Yes, I did see the new Jurassic World cards. Oh, they are. They have been populating dinosaurs specifically. It's going to be a pretty popular deck in Standard. Coming up later on this year with Lost Caverns of Ixalan, there's going to be some Dinosaur Lords. So with the dinosaurs already in Standard, plus the support that we're going to get, it's going to be a pretty good contender, I think. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Hopefully the opponent had a counter spell, and now they're kicking themselves, crying, because they can't do anything. Again, kind of makes me want to start off with Carnage Tyrant. Play that Shieldred's Edict. Make us... Oh, they don't have a Shieldred's Edict, so that is very good. Carnage Tyrant should be safe, unless they do have Extinction Event for 4. Naming even, making us sacrifice Carnage Tyrant. That's about all I can see at this point. And there's Tyrranax Rex. Well, we're going to try for Topiary Stomper. We're going to draw out something that they have, I think. Hey, that's okay. If they let that land, they were pretty much done for. But I'm going to use Cleansing Wildfire. I'm going to try to take out Shipwreck Marsh. Could be good. Hurt their mana base a little bit. Or at the very least draw out another counter spell. Negate, of course, most of our stuff is creatures, so it is a little bit unfortunate that we drew that thing out instead of a counter spell that could have dealt with anything. Maybe they tap out. We get to go Xenagos. Gonna try with this once again. Hopefully I have a counter spell, a general counter spell, and then maybe that means Xenagos is going to resolve. But we do draw a card, and this could be getting us to, well, not the next land that we need. Carnage Tyrant just decimates them. And Adrian, speaking of Jurassic World and Lost Caverns of Ixalan, with the new dinosaur coming, one of the new ones, the art that was spoiled, Hulking Raptor. It bears quite similar resemblance to Carnage Tyrant here. Let's bring up a bigger picture. It's got the armor on its back. It looks like it might be another dinosaur, also with hexproof, I hope. Can't be countered. Could be like a mini Carnage Tyrant, or it could be bigger than Carnage Tyrant. You gotta think. Hulking Raptor, big, powerful. Maybe it costs 3 green and 4, similar to Tyrranax Rex. But I feel it might be a bigger Carnage Tyrant. Man, that would be good. Oh, that would put me over the moon. More so than Cavern of Souls if that's reprinted, which I still think it's going to be reprinted. Lost Caverns of Ixalan, Cavern of Souls lines up perfectly. Well, they don't have a counter spell for one, so Xenagos is going to get her done. Hit him. Hit him hard. Gotcha. You see why I love starting with Carnage Tyrant and Tyrranax Rex. Ancient Imperiosaur is good. There's no question. There are some times that you can get it down big and then give it haste and double it with Xenagos. But how often does that happen? It hasn't happened tonight so far. I don't think it happened last night. Maybe once. So have it in the sideboard. Bring it in against mono green. The best matchup, the best chance to see this is big, because mono green doesn't interact. You get to play a bunch of little creatures, make this big. Xenagos doubles it, and oftentimes that might be too much for mono green to deal with. We haven't faced mono green at all tonight, but hey, I think starting off with Carnage Tyrant and T-Rex is just probably safer overall. Help out better, do a little bit better against Dimir, Azorius, Spirit. What? You gotta be kidding. That looks basically the exact same as the first hand from the previous game. Or the first game. Hopefully. I would imagine 5 ways we're going to get a Dinosaur Commander deck. And, well, it's better. It's going to have to be the keeper. Yeah, another Cleansing Wildfire, definitely. Hopefully getting to another land. I would expect to see another one. Source of Green, of course. 2 for shifting. Yeah. Oh gee, I wonder if they're going to use Sensor to deal with Huntmaster. Pretty good. Oh. We know they probably don't have a counter spell. They could be saving the counter spell for something that is scarier than Huntmaster, but you oftentimes don't want to leave Huntmaster alive, if at all possible. I think they're going to pop Field of Ruin to take out Karplusan. They don't do that. Well, that was a goof on their part, because we get shifting. Of course, you see right here, Field of Ruin. If it was any other land, it would have been, at minimum, a Source of Green. It would have been able to go Marauding Raptor, dodging Sensor, and then shifting Ceratops would have been fully reduced to 2 green. Field of Ruin being a green source, that certainly would have been infinitely better than what we did, but we still get shifting, so that's okay, and we get to give it haste. Against Dimir Control, you gotta be counting your luck and your fortunes that they don't have a source of black yet. Certainly they want it. They may use Fatal Push. No Fatal Push. A permanent left the battlefield. If they had Fatal Push, they could have taken out shifting Ceratops at that moment. It's nice. Things are looking pretty good. We get another source of red. We can go Marauding plus Regisaur next turn. Let's hope they don't find Fatal Push with Narset. They would only be able to take out Huntmaster, so at least we are... Unmoored Ego. Good. Good. Okay. Hey, I'll just go with another one and smack them and smoke them. Thank you, shifting. If they can't take out both, they're dead. Shifting Ceratops. That's where it's at. Bargain bin rare. Maybe it's increased in price, but for the most part, it's 50 cents, $1, perhaps, at the costliest. Pop that Field of Ruin. Still be left with a black. Taking out 1 shifting. They still die. unless they have 2 fatal pushes. The basic land that they get with their own Field of Ruin would be a swamp. They could take out both shiftings. Hopefully not. The fact they didn't take out shifting Ceratops previously makes me feel like the fatal push that we see in their hand is the only one. Oh, we got him. Oh. On the back of shifting Ceratops. Start off with it. Give yourself a chance against spirits. Something blue-based control. Dodge those counter spells. Watch the opponent. Let Huntmaster live. Ooh, we're going to counter the thing they play next turn, but you can't. Shifting makes them cry, makes them kick themselves. If they could have dealt with Huntmaster. They could have maybe censored it, which I think they were wondering about. I wish I could have seen their hand. That would have been... Whew. But again, lots of control tonight. No Rakdos. Michelle WZ was... Oh, this is the Simic Merfolk. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is a Simic Merfolk player. We'll see. That'd be pretty cool. Sounds familiar. The first match from last night was Simic Merfolk. For anybody that didn't catch it, and this hand is pretty darn good, I must say. Seems like it. I feel like I remember those tentacle sleeves. Well, they didn't have a Merfolk for 1 blue, fortunately. Silvergill Adept. Oh, they're waiting for the counter spell for dealing with Marauding. That's okay. Really? Starting off with change the equation. This is going to be painful stuff indeed. Hopefully they only have 1 counter spell at the moment, and we get to go with Regisaur Alpha next turn. Merfolk Trickster. You tap Marauding, it's going to untap, it's going to get its abilities. Oh my goodness, this is going to be soul crushing. I don't care if they lose the Trickster, we lose the token. Maximum aggression. They've stumbled a little bit in the lands, but we have stumbled quite a few times tonight. It happens to everybody. It is unfortunate on either side. I would say it's probably over. Gotcha. That does it. Lights out. Yes. Oh. Phew. Yes, it is familiar. Okay. Certainly no one else is playing Simic Merfolk. That's the same. Yeah. Carnage Tyrant. Switch that with Ancient Imperiosaur. 100%. Did I bring in something else by accident? What? Is it a field? Oh, it's a Field of Ruin. I don't want... Well, maybe I do want a Field of Ruin. Alpine Moon. You know what, let's go with another Field of Ruin. Up the chances to see the lands. Of course, colorless is always painful. We've got Shifting, Carnage Tyrant, Tyrranax Rex. This is gonna feel very bad. Maybe. Ooh, I can keep that. That looks lovely. Especially if we get a 3rd land. But if we don't, we still might get to go Topiary for 2. Of course, I always hope to go Marauding for 1, Topiary for 2 on turn 3. Certainly hasn't happened a lot tonight. Bet they have something up their sleeve. Oh, they got that's pretty sweet. It's like rampiness. Let's see what happens. Change the equation. Okay. Certainly could have drawn out one, change the equation with the first marauding, resolve the second one because they wouldn't have had two. Oh, double Mistbinder is going to do us in. Yeah. You need to head off. All right. Thanks for joining me as long as you can. Wish me luck getting another land at some point. Well, we're not dead. We're certainly not dead. Gonna go with double Marauding Raptors just to have two blockers. I could combine them to possibly take out a Mistbinder. It's about the best bet at this point. We got starved. They got starved. Rough. Oh, 3 Mistbinders. That is, well, it's unfortunate. Like I said, at least we get to take down one. Yeah. We're not dead yet. We got to land, but too little, too late. Not great. Okay. Fair, even, straightforward. Fortunately, we're going first, so that is in our favor. Oh, nope, not good. Okay, phew. Only had to do it once, and we get shifting Ceratops hasty on turn 3, and that might be all we need to lock things up. Carnage Tyrant a little bit after, because I'm going shifting on turn 3. Possibly Carnage Tyrant after. I'm going to send Topiary to the bottom. Yes, I know. Crazy. This is going to be good. I'd rather preserve Carnage Tyrant sometime down the line. Oh, here goes nothing. Don't do anything to Huntmaster. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Witness protection, really? They dodged a bullet. They dodged a big bullet. They got fortunate. Yeah, at least we dealt 1 damage. It's not nothing. We still get shifting Ceratops next turn. Shaper Sanctuary. Good stuff. It's doing nothing for him. Certainly want to get shifting instead. Could have been nice, you know, getting Topiary, getting to Regisaur, but of course they could have had counter spells in hand, held it up for the future Regisaur, and if we had Castle Gernbrig, I definitely would have gone Topiary because it would have meant a Carnage Tyrant. I just hope they don't have mono. Okay, probably. There you go. Good stuff. Good. Multiple times. Shifting did the trick. Phew. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it there for tonight. Very rough, bumpy. Still, once again, tribute to the World Tree. Didn't really do so much. I suspect that some list involving tribute to the World Tree, Topiary Stomper, stuff for 3. That probably means I should be using Land War Elves and Elvish Mystic. I don't often use a ton of stuff for 3, stuff for 4. Bigger stuff. But Land War Elves, one of the mana dorks, to get Tribute to the World tree on turn 2, and then you do a bunch of stuff on turn 3 would be much better. Much better. But I still don't like Llanowar Elves or Elvish Mystic over Marauding Raptor and Huntmaster. So for that reason, probably it's better. It's more better. No, that's not right. It's better that I don't use Tribute to the World tree, even though, you know, it's good. Good potential. It's not the last time that I'm going to be using it. That's for sure. Yeah, very nice, interesting overall. A fantastic spread. So hopefully you guys had as good a time as I did. Sometimes it's rough. It's not going to scare me away. You never know what's going to happen. Have a good rest of your time zone. Have a good rest wherever it is, whenever it is you are watching. And get ready.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for fantastic, calm dino action.
Probably should just press that and play it and let it happen. Okay. See you next time. Peace.